Hi. I have some weird news stories that I thought you'd like to hear. For example, did you know that the US Army has regulations concerning almost all aspects of a soldier's life? Here are some extracts from those regarding the baking of cookies. They should be wholly intact, free from chips or cracks. The cookies shall be tender and crisp, with a appetizing flavour, free from burnt or scorched flavour. They should be uniformly well baked, with a colour ranging from not lighter than chip 27885 or darker than chip 13711. The colour comparison shall be made under sky daylight with objects held in such a way as to avoid a specular reaction. Preparations for a ceremony at the public library in San Jose, California were delayed when it was discovered that a banner, which was supposed to read in the Philippine language, "You are welcome," actually translated as "You are circumcised." One night in 1990, a woman of California stepped out of her bed and onto something large and apparently asleep on her rug. It turned out to be a burglar who, overcome by the 20 beers he'd had to summon the courage, had passed out. A man killed his best friend in Thailand. The argument had arisen over the well-worn riddle, which had come first, the chicken or the egg. The man left alive maintained it was the chicken. What did come first, the chicken or the egg? I can honestly say I think it's the chicken. What do you think? In Tokyo, a 26-year-old draftsman was arrested for scratching the faces of 12 women with his tie-pin. He explained that travelling to and from work on crowded tube train depressed him terribly, and that disfiguring fellow passengers helped him to relax. The man had a history of mental illness. Between 1983 and 1988, 5 years, 5 American servicemen were killed and 39 injured by a hitherto unknown menace: soft drink vending machines. The accidents usually occurred when soldiers attacked the machines, either hoping to get a free drink or trying to take revenge on the machine for eating their money without delivering their refreshment. In most cases, the machine then fell on the assailant. I think that'd be pretty bad, because they're huge and heavy, they're full of drink. Be terrible way to go. You know, it's not going out in a blaze of glory, really, is it? You hear a big imagine that you're in the next room and you hear a big crash. Ah! You walk out there and somebody's lying under a vending machine like, "Help me!" Did you know that all gold in the world can be placed under the curved base of the Eiffel Tower? It's not that much gold, really, is it, considering the amount that everyone has? You'd think it was, you know, lots more. Apparently, Albert E. Herpin of Trenton, New Jersey, was a poor sleeper. In fact, he never slept at all during his lifetime. Born with a disorder that prevented him from falling asleep, Herpin lived to a ripe old age working as a gardener. At night, he read newspapers an average of 7 a night. What would you do if you never slept? I mean, you could have a spare room. You know, all these bedrooms wouldn't need it. You could do anything. Brilliant. Wish I didn't sleep. I wonder if you ever got tired. Did you know that cobra venom is quite harmless to drink? Here's a really interesting one. The shrew, the smallest of all mammals, eats 4 times its own weight in 36 hours. It is also held to be the animal from which human beings descended. It's a bit weird thinking about this. I think about it more often than I should. Right, really, my ancestors were mice, shrews. One of them was my great times a million grandmother. It's really quite strange. Arthur Goodham is an English psychiatrist. For over 40 years he was afflicted by a recurring nightmare in which a tall man approached him. Then, one day in 1962, a woman patient came to see him and described a nightmare similar to his own. Dr. Goodham did not tell her of his own dream, but oddly, it never occurred after that. As the woman, whom he calls Mrs. Smith, continued treatment, she revealed the strange facts about her life, her ability to predict the future, and her detailed dreams of life in the southern part of France during the Middle Ages, as a member of the heretical sect called the Cathars. She did not at first tell the doctor that she immediately recognised him as her lover, Roger de Grissols, in those dreams. It is not unusual for a psychiatric patient to have sexual fantasies about the doctor, but Mrs. Smith's recollections of medieval France, the persecution suffered by co-religionists, and of being herself burned at the stake, were extraordinarily detailed. Goodham had details of them checked by medieval historians, and the most obscure of them corroborated. Her memory struck a chord in the doctor's own psyche, and he is now convinced that he too lived as a Cathar in France. Weird. Life is full of really odd stories, and they happen to all of us. I don't have a personal one that I can remember right now, but there's a lot of weird things that happen that can't necessarily be explained. And I was wondering, Kate, if you could think of anything that had happened to you that you can't quite explain. Anything at all? Tell me about it. I'm gonna go. Sorry this wasn't particularly entertaining. More entertaining than yours though, Kate. Ooh, I said it. No, I'm joking. Totally. Bye.